Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for November 26, 2018. Today we're looking at the USDCAD, the US dollar, versus the Canadian dollar for today's trade analysis. Now, here on the daily time frame, not too hard to see that over the past several weeks, going all the way really back into September, we have been in an overall uptrend pattern, an uptrend channel really, between the red trend lines that you see. Prior to that, under the blue trend lines, we were falling in a downtrend pattern. So we've been in a rising pattern here where the red trend lines are. Recently, we've seen multiple touches of the bottom of that trend line and a new rise within that trend. And I've circled them in blue, where we see the market touch down close to the bottom red trend line and rally, touch down close to the bottom of the red trend line, the yellow shaded area, the 100 period moving average, and rally. Just last week, we saw the market touch back down here into the pink shaded area, right around the 1.315070 level, and make a new rally all the way up to the top of the channel into the 1.3320 or so level at the orange shaded area at the top of the channel. So it's clearly been a rising pattern, and we want to continue to watch for that as long as the pattern is present, as long as it hasn't broken that pattern, which in this case would be likely the breakdown of the pink shaded area, and probably the bottom red trend line would be our first clue to that. The bottom of the red trend line, then the pink zone making a new lower low. Well, that's really the definition of this trend channel, is that we've seen higher lows, and that's what I'm circling here with the blue circles. I could probably put one down here at the blue shaded area as well. But we've seen that rising pattern, higher lows, higher highs. That's defining what this channel is. So if we're going to see this trend channel change to an uptrend channel or a downtrend channel, from an uptrend to a downtrend, we would look for the breakdown of that pattern and a new low. We also could look for a new high, new lower high, but the new low will really give us a clue that the trend channel has changed. So right now we're still in an uptrend. We have opportunity to trade in that channel. Of course, a lot of what's been driving this flow higher here for the dollar CAD has been crude oil dropping like a rock over the past several weeks. So crude oil dropping means that the dollar CAD will typically rise higher. If crude oil makes any kind of comeback in the next couple of weeks prior to the end of the year, then we may see this take a little bit of a dip lower. So crude oil dropping has been sending this soaring over the past couple of weeks, and of course a rising US dollar would do that as well. But that's what we've been seeing happen here for the dollar CAD. Now, what do we do with this today? Let's take a look at the green shaded area. Look at this. We're kind of stuck right here between 1.3205, 1.3225, and the current daily candle, stuck between there. Now we're getting liquidity returning after the long extended holiday weekend. Liquidity will return today, and as it does, we may see increased volatility and increased movement in the market as traders are diving back into after a long holiday weekend. But right now, it doesn't look like they're there yet. It doesn't look like we've jumped back in yet. 3205, 3225. So really, if we're going to trade the trend pattern, we're looking for the market to get back above the green zone and start working its way back higher within the rising trend channel. The risk here is that the market changes and it starts to move lower. Again, probably we'll need oil to start to make a comeback if we're going to see that happen today on the dollar CAD. Let's take this expectation, either a push above the green zone or below the red trend line green zone, and take that down to the 4-hour time frame, and you can see what it's been doing. It got a little bit above it here. We're trying to get below it here, and it's just no real confidence yet in the market about which direction to take here for the dollar CAD. So we need some confidence. We need to either get back above a sudden infusion of buy orders, sending it back above the green shaded area, sending it back above 3225. You know, if we were to see a larger blue candle here and it get back above 3225, that may be our opportunity to buy back towards the yellow shaded area. Now on the other side of that, and we'll speak more about this in the trade room today, but if it were to get underneath the green shaded area and it continued to change the trend pattern, then we may look for the market to push a little bit lower back to the pink zone, or maybe even the blue zone, or lower if the pattern of the trend changes. So we're watching for some setups here, some price action setups that give us confidence whether the market's going to continue the uptrend pattern or begin to give us reversal clues for the dollar CAD this week.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.